रामस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तं ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। ओम श्रीराम चंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ महर्षये नमः। श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षये नमः। समस्त योगवास्त महारामायण आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध अस्य शास्त्रस्योक्त आत्मानुभूति निर्वाण प्राप्ति समस्त श्रुति स्मृति पुराणोक्त भगवद भागवत ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुग्रह प्राप्ति सनातन धर्म से वैदिक संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति विश्व शांति कल्याणेकता पुरोभिवृद्धि अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थमनेक शास्त्राणां पारायण अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये महर्षि वाल्मीकि विरचित महर्षि वशिष्ठ रामचंद्र संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायण अध्ययन वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्रीराम शरणं मम श्रीराम शरणं मम श्रीवशिष्ठ शरणं मम श्रीवशिष्ठ शरणं मम श्रीवाल्मीकि शरणं मम श्रीवाल्मीकि शरणं मम श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम श्रीराम शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम। Friends, yesterday we have seen Vaashishtha Mahamuni Smarana Pranama. Today we will do two of them, the Vishwamitra Muni Namaskara and then Valmiki Muni. Beautifully written. About Vishwamitra ji, what is it? Yasyarsham prathita jagatrayahita sa veda mata para. Yasya arsham means the revelation which has come to him has become Jagatraya Hita, beneficial, the giver of the Hita to all the three worlds, and which is very famously known as Veda Mata Para. That Para Veda Mata Gayatri Mantra that is revealed to Sri Vishwamitra Muni only. So Yasya Arsham Prathita Jagatraya Hita Veda Mata Para. So वेदा माता है, परा है, तीनों लोगों का हित करने वाला है, बहुत फेमस प्रतिता। देन यह चक्रे तपसा वशे सुरगणान अन्यत सिसृक्षुर जगत with his tapasya Vishwamitra ji has made all devatas in his vasha. And then another thing is what? Anyat sisrukshu jagatu. He has created another Swarga itself, as he promised to Raja Trishanku that he will send him Sasharira to the Swarga, but it was not allowed to go to Swarga with Sasharira. Therefore, he was sent back to Trishanku. Then, with his Tapas Shakti, he created a Srishti itself for him, as any of the world. What a power, no, Vishwamitra ji. And then, second, third, then Tam Bodhambhu Nidhim, that one who is the Bodha Ambu Nidhi, he is the abode of the ocean of the wisdom. Tapasvi Mukuta Alankara Chintamani. Dekho, Tapasvi Mukuta Alankara Chintamani. No Tapasvi like Vishwamitra, mind you. 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 3 times he has done. Even Ravanadi, उसने एक ही बार किया 9,000, 10,000 साल. विश्वामित्र जी तपस्वी मुकुट अलंकार चिंतामणि, तपस्वियों के मुकुट रूपी है, उन मुकुट रूपी तपस्वियों के भी अलंकार से शोभायमान होने वाला चिंतामणि. So very many tapaswins, among their mukta रूपी are there. Of them the Chintamani Rupa, Mukut mein mani, is our Vishwamitra ji. So such Vishwamitra Munim Sharanyam, the one who is worthy for us to surrender, Anagham, the pure, sinless, Bhuyah namasyami aham. Again and again I salute. So we can also feel the presence of Sage Vishwamitra and salute to him. Great. Raja, then Rajarshi, then he became Brahmaharshi in one life only. Rare are these achievements, I tell you. Okay. Then now the salutations to Valmiki ji himself. He says, Ki Narayana, Shrutya Brahma eva Ramaha. By listening only from the Saptarishis of Naraji, Ramanama, he just through tapasya discovered that Rama is Parabrahma. Naraji also taught him the Rama Mahima and blessed, after which he gave the entire Ramayana Valmiki. So Shrutya Brahma eva Ramaha, then Prakatita Mahima, the one whose Mahima expressed in the form of Rama Anugraha, and with that Ramayana Kavyam. Yena Yena Tasmai Vasishtaha Yah Sitam Brahma Vidyamiva Sadasi Punah Satya Shuddham Kiladat. So Shrutya Brahmaiva Ramaha Prakrita Mahima Yena Tasmai Vasishtaha. So the Vashishta Anugraha on Valmiki ji for the Rama Brahma Prakata, after which he gave even this Yoga Vasishta, Yaha and then Valmiki ji only, Sita ji ko Brahma Vidyamiva. She's like a Brahma Vidya only. Sadasi Punaha Satya Shuddham Kiladat. And he is the one who, in the Sadas of the Brahma Vidyas, how they protect Brahma Vidya, like Brahma Vidya only, he has taken her into his ashram, protected her. Then Yadvani, the Vani of Valmiki ji, both Ramayanam there and Maharamayanam here, Vani Moha Moolam Shamayati. Shamayati removes the Mula of the Moha. And what is the Moha Mula? Ajnana. So Moha Moolam Shamayati Jan Jagat Ananda Sandoha Dogdri. She is the milcher, bringer out of the Jagat Ananda Sandoha. So the Ananda Sandoha give her to the Jagat. Jagat means the people. People means those who really study this two Ramayanas. Okay, Katha Ramayanam, Katha Upayam, Moksha Upayam. Both Ramayanas, Jagadananda Sandoha Dogdri, Tasmai, to that Valmikaye, Valmiki Rishi, Sri Gurutama Gurave, Guru of the Gurus. Bhuri Bhavaihi, with extreme bhava of devotion, Natahasmaha, we all should salute. I am saluting. Bhuri Bhavaihi, Gurutama Gurave, very rare, no? These sentences we listen. Tasmai Sri Gurave, we do listen, we chant. But Gurutama Gurave, Guru me Guru Shrestha. And Bhuya Natasmaha, Bhuri Bhavaihi, with extreme fondness, devotion, we salute because he is the one who gave these two Maharamayanas, Katha Ramayana, Mokshopaya Ramayana. And such is greatness of Valmiki. And on his name, the politics are done, the fightings are done. इन सबको ना ये दोनों रामायण सुनाना चाहिए, पढ़ाना चाहिए. And Bichare Valmiki is made as some as tribal and SC, ST and BC. What are you talking? Uh, he is BG. He is a Brahmagnani. He is a Maha Muni, Maha Rishi. All the saints salute him. You know, the Bharadwaja, they are his Shishyas only. क्या बात कर रहे हो? What a great is sage Valmiki. So Valmiki Namaskara and the Vishwamitra Namaskara and Vasishtha Namaskara, then Agni Surya Chandra Namaskara, then Sri Rama Namaskara, then all the Devata Namaskara of Shiva Bhagavan, Dakshinamurti, Ganapati, Kumaraswamy, all we have done. Some more are there. Saraswati also we did it. We will see it. Thus, just refreshing our mind, are offering it to the feet of the Guru's gods. Therefore, they bless us. We will be able to go through this Mahashastra. Okay. Now, Om Atha Shri Mad Valmiki Virachita Sri Vasishtha Sri Ramachandra Samvada Rupa Moksha Upaya Rupa Srimad Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana Shastram Prathama Prakaranam Vairagya Prakaranam Prarthana Shlokaha Om यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ते तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे अवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः. In second sarga also there is one prarthana mantra. Do that also. Om दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः. Friends, we are in the study of third sarga, the Valmiki Bharadwaja Samvada. Undoubtedly, in crystal clear terms, words moksha upayas are being given here. Given, do we take or not? Do we understand or not? Use them or not? Become mukta or continue to be bound or it's all personal, subjective. But freely these upayas are given. We have come up to the level of listening. In our many lives of evolution, let us evolve to the next level of grasping, understanding, nodding the head, accepting, etc. Then, further, even trying little by little, consciously to do. So many things we are doing, but not consciously, with the goal always remembered, and with utmost sincerity, seriousness. First thing should come in our life is seriousness, no, sincerity. Regularity first, sincerity second, then seriously take this as challenge and go on doing. So, third sarga, we have seen few shlokas, maybe 7 mantras we have seen. The saramsha of it is what? Ki this world is born out of Brahma. Okay, what is to be done with this world? Apuna smaranam. Never repeatedly do the smarana of this jagat. To such an extent is the vismaranam of the jagat happens. To keep the point. Then establish the connection between all the points. Second thing is what? Very crucial. Drishyas atyanta abhava vina. Without the total absence of drishya, tat cannot be experienced. The Paramatma. Kadachit kenachit. Because like even little of waking world is still we are aware of, we cannot enter into dream or deep sleep. So too, when we wake up from the dream, total dream is wiped off. When we wake up from the sleep, total sleep state is wiped off. In the same way, Dushyaka Atyanta Bhava is called for the experience of the Tattva. Keep that in mind. First. Second, therefore, means Kadach Kenachit means for anybody for any time. Therefore, Sabodha Anvishyatam Ataha. Therefore, do the Anvesha of Swasya Atma Bodha. So, thus, when we are searching for the self, in the discovery of the self, other than the self, there is nothing remains. Therefore, entire Drishyatva, which was only Brahma Kalpita, which was repeatedly attacking us because of its repeated smarana, all of that goes away. Then what remains is Paramatma, that is what is Anubhuyate experience. Exactly this was the thing we studied in a Mandukya Upanishad Telugu class today. In that 15th or 16th, what is that? Karika. Viparyase tayokshine turiyam padam ashnute. So both the viparyasas, when they gone away, there is no karanabadhatvam, there is no karyabadhatvam. Therefore, what remains is turiya alone experience. Same is here. So therefore, one is pure self. Second, it is Vismruta. Third, never existing Jagat is Smarita. Third, it is Punaha Punaha Smarita. To such an extent, in that Brahma of the Jagat Satyatva, we are continuously struggling to become happy, to become liberated, to become infinite. Understood? See the connection between. Totally when the drishya abhava atyanta hota hai, then only self experienced. Reversely, when the self is pursued and to the depth of the knowledge of the experience of the self we gain, because self alone is real, nothing other than it, all the drishya goes away. Why? Because drishya is Brahma Janita. Drishya is not Satya. Like the snake is not Satya, it is only Brahma Janita. And when the total atyanta abhava of the snake happens, then only the rope is 100% realized. And for that, our pursuit is to pursue the rope only, to see the rope only. When the rope is seen, because there is nothing other than it, then we establish in the rope alone Satyamiti Anubhuti. Very trickish but very sublime thought it is. What the world we are seeing in front, and every of the scientists are experimenting on every branch of the seen world. At one level they are all appearing to be real, but all of that is Brahma. As much as such a thousands of scientists searching thousands of branches of the world, what happens to all this world when those scientists enter into sleep? Where is it? Not there. When they enter into the swapna, totally different. So therefore, as much as we are doing smarana, so long it is appearing to be real. In turn, not allowing the self to realize, which is the moksha upaya. Therefore, the conclusion is what? Sabhoda anvishyatam ataha. And how do you do the anveshana of this Atma Bodha? Sacha iha sambhavati eva. That is what is sambhavati possible here in the study of this Yoga Vasishta Maharamayanam. Tadartham idam atatam. The arrival of this Yoga Vasishta, and it is having 6 prakaranas, and in that so many Guru Shishya Samvadas. This Yoga Maharamana is being studied by so many for tadartham only, for that Svabodhanubhuti, in which the Drishya Atyanta Bhava, therefore not only no samsara, but also the sought or expected, the infinite Ananda bliss. Then Jagat Brahma Ayam. Huh? Jagat Brahma Ayam Drishya api na asti iva iti anubhoyate. Hmm. So, varna vyomna iva. Okay, akedat vicharena amuna anagha. So, amuna vicharena, with the vicharana done of this Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana Shastra, the Jagat though appears but understood to be Brahma, thus the reality given to it now goes away. In all its depth, the clarity will come. It is only appearance. Like in this world, our own Sharira. It whatever the way it is there, it is only appearance of the Panchamahabhuta Mishrana, isn't it? And sustained by the Panchamahabhuta only. And it has a specific period. Once that's over, all the Panchamahabhutas go back. So therefore, even though this body is seen, yet it is Brahma only. Why Brahma? When you take it as real. In fact, those Panchamahabhutas with which the entire world of Stula Shariras are made, even they themselves also are Brahma, not real. Pure conscious existence only real. In life also, somebody whom we love so much, they love us also so much. But one small incident happens, total love, how it becomes hatred. टोटल डेल्यूजन ना उसके बाद लाइफ लॉन्ग हम उनसे बात नहीं करेंगे कुछ नहीं in the same way, pure self is reality. In that, at the corner, this Brahma Yukta Panchamahabhuta, and then it's made the Shariras are projected temporarily, but they are taken to be so real, and we engross in it so much. Punah Punah Smaranam, that we are only in this delusional world. In Satyuga, nobody were in this delusion, though they were living the outer life. Everybody knew the truth. In the Kali Yuga, all of us take this delusionary ourselves and the world as real. Therefore, The truth is hidden only for us. In totality, in general, you and I, given the chance to study the Shastra, go deep in contemplation. Don't miss this word, vicharena amuna. By the doing of vicharana, by doing of the vicharana of the Shastra, whole Jagat will be understood as Brahma. Like I just now we gave the example of the Sharir. In the same way, the whole world has come from something, staying in that something, going back into it. And as long as it is there, it is only appearance. So that's what is the result of this is vicharanena amuna anaga. Then once through vicharana, when it is known as Brahma, then we devalue it. Slowly we reduce the smarana of it, slowly, to that extent. The Tattva Chintana capacity comes to us. In that, the Tattva or Atma Chintana, when the Atma Anumukti comes, other than that, there is nothing more. If at all something is seen, this only appearing as that. Other than this, that appearing thing is not independent, real. And that thing is, that self is me. Then wonderful slokas. Now, Drishyam na asti iti bodhena. When through the inquiry of the Shastra, the Drishyam is unreal. When that clarity comes, manasaha Drishyamarjanam. From the mana, the Drishyas get washed away. What you call as a Drishya here, called as Vrittis in our Yoga Darshanam. So, manasaha Drishyamarjanam. Then, mm, mm, then sampannam chet. See, drishyam nasti iti bodhena. When the self-discovery is happening, to that extent, the nastitva of the drishya is established. To so that extent, manasaha drishyamarjanam sampanna chet. Slowly from the mana, the drishyatva when goes on going away. What happens? Tad utpanna paranirvana nirvriti. From that comes out the paranirvana, supreme self experience, nirvriti, which is the giver of the anand. So Jagadnasti Manomarjanam Atmanubhuti. So Jagannasti Vicharana. This is what in our Vaitatya Prakarana, our Karika Kara also tried to teach us. समझ गए ना? Like on the stage play. How realistically the players play, whatever the roles they are given. Onlookers also see. But is any one of them accept the whole play to be real? 2000 लोग देख रहे और 50 लोग परफॉर्म कर रहे. Do they know it or not कि it is not real? In fact, in front of in the beginning of any movie or serial, they even put the disclaimers. What they say is all kalpita projected in the entire movie. Even a slightest of resemblance anywhere is only accidental. We are not responsible for it. So the untruth of that movie, how really accepted by all, and yet they play. And in the play, all the sentiments, all emotions, all intelligences, all activities, depicted or not, demonstrated or not, the humors are there, the angers are there, the emotions are there, the loves are there, the revenges are there. Add one word, humors are there, kalpita. Angers are there, kalpita. Everything is there but kalpita. If you understand that example, same way, in the experience of the real self happens, all of that will be kalpita. Then there is no bondage. This is how Yoga Vaashishtha slowly guiding us. Okay, Drishyam nasti iti bodhena manasaha drishyamarjanam sampannam chet tadutpanna para nirvana nirvrti. देखो, Yoga Vaashishtha will talk only at this level. We are only now, first chapter, some 66 slokas we studied, second one 31, 91. Now we are into the third one. पूरा मिलके 100 हो गए. बाकी 24,000 भी इसी लेवल के होंगे. सुनकर बीच में हमें भाग जाना चाहिए या नहीं, तो we grasp that knowledge, then have that sigh of relief that other than the self is Everything is projected. I need not take it seriously to the extent of suffering the bondage. The rope is real, serpent is not there. I need not be afraid of that never existing but appearing serpent. Think about it. Anyatha, in this way, by Tattvabodha, when we do the Drishyamarjanam and get Tattvanubhuti and get the moksha from Bandhanam. If this is not done consciously, kept in the mind, if it is not kept in the mind, just we go on reading all the Karma Kanda Shastras, Upasana Kanda Shastras, only perform the Yajna Upasana said there and go to this world, that world, come back, or study Vedanta Shastras only, but doesn't do this sadhana, both of them, only they are in the Shastra Garta. Garta means खाई जो कहते हैं. He is in the khai, but he is doing Shastra study. He is doing study Shastra, but he is in the khai only. He is not out in the free pasture lands of the world. जो खाई में गिरता है ना, उसी वहीं फंसा रहता. So here, in the beginning only, Valmiki ji is hinting us कि शास्त्र कर्ता में गिरना important नहीं, means studying many shastras is not important, but are we doing the अन्वेषण of the Atma Tattva as we are coming near to it, or the Drishya Jagat is appearing to be unreal to that extent. From the mana, the Drishya Marjanam is happening or not, to that extent, Tattva Anubhuti is happening or not, focus on that. वो नहीं किए बिना हजारों साल, हजारों शास्त्र, हजारों बार पढ़े, शास्त्र गर्त में वी आर फॉलन. अन्यथा शास्त्र गर्तेषु लुठताम भवताम इह भवति अकृत्रिम अज्ञानम कल्पैरपि न निर्वृति. Only there will be akrutrimata, ajnana, no nirvruti, kalpaihi api. Brahmadevas, lot of many Brahmas come and become retired. In each Brahmadevas Ayurdhayam, you know that they'll come and go, but still there's no nirvruti, there's no moksha. Okay, so this is how every sloka, every topic in this great text keeps on intensifying our understanding regarding moksha as well as sadhana to be done. Now, in this next beautiful sloka, number 8, Valmiki ji is guiding Bharadwaja ji. He says, Asheshena parityagah vasananam yauttamah moksha ityuchyate brahman saeva vimala kramah. Hey Brahman, Bharadwaja ji ko Valmiki ji is addressing. He says, Asheshena parityagah vasananam yaha uttamah moksha iti uchyate. The real highest liberation moksha is Asheshena Parityaga Vasanana. Asheshena Parityaga Vasanana moksha iti uchyate. And sa eva vimala kramaha. And when the antakarana is maintained to be Shuddha, Vimala, again and again through various sadhana, to that extent the vasanas become zero, reduced. When total antakarana is made Shuddha, when the final vasana is also gone away, it is because of vasana only. I am ego, I have panchakoshas, the world in front of me is real, and I have to involve in this world. All this chakra happens. Vasanas have gone away, all this is gone, moksha. This is what in Yoga Darshanam also we see. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha along with chitta samskaras. The samskara word used there is called vasanas here. As long as samskaras are there, so long the vrittis are there in the chitta, then the self will be vrittis aropyam. Identifying the vritti, he becomes something or the other. In the same Yoga Darshana, we have seen so beautifully that these vasanas are of klishta and aklishta vrittis. यहाँ भी आएगा वो आगे के पोर्शन में. The klishta is the pancha klishas. उसको हमको निकाल देना चाहिए. So, अशेषेण परित्यागः वासनानां यः उत्तमः मोक्षः इति उच्यते ब्रह्मन् and सः एव विमलक्रमः. उसका क्रम क्या है? विमलता. So when the activities of our thoughts of our all are vimala, pure, related only to the divinity, not the impure. Then slowly the vasana anayasha happens that leads to the moksha. Here the moksha is experiencing the true self, no more projecting the not self and taking it as the self. That samsara will no more be there. Okay, that's why he says in the next sloka, Kshinayam vasanayam to cheto galati satwaram, Kshinayam shita santatyam, Brahmana himakarno yatha. Like the hima santati kshina. When the cold winter starts receding, as it is happening now in North India, himakanaha yatha. So to the fog also, winter receding, the fog, the dense fog was there in last week of Jan and December, first 2 weeks of Jan. Slowly the Shita Santati is reducing, Himakana also are reducing. In the same way, Kshinayam Vasanayam. When the vasanas get kshina, reduced and zerified, chetaha galati satvaram, then chitta disappears. So the chitta is experienced. The vasanas are creating chitta and chitta vrittis. When the vasanas go away, neither chitta nor chitta vrittis, pure chitta, the self alone is experienced. So, Kshinayam Shita Santatyam Brahman Himakano Yatha is an example given to us. Okay. Now, the beautiful thought which we shared 6 minutes back here, our great Valmiki ji saying, Ayam Vasanaya Deha Dhriyate Bhuta Panjaraha Tanunantar Nimishtena Muktaugaha Tantuna Yatha. See, Mukta Ogaha Tantuna Yata. Mukta means moti, pearls. Ogaha, group, bunch of them. Tantuna, by the thread, they are all woven. Then it becomes a मोतियों का माला. सो मोतियों को धागा जैसे पिरोकर रखता है. What is said in Gita 7th chapter, 7th shloka, Sutre Manigana Iva. There it is talked about Paramatma. Here talked about Vasana. He says, Vayam Vasanaya Deha Driyate Bhuta Panjaraha. So this body is made of the Vasanas only. Point one. Second is, this made body is what? Bhuta Panjaraha. Bhuta is the Jiva. Panjara means Pinjara. Cage. Cage. This cage of the body, Pinjara, for me, the jiva is made out of vasanas only. Vasana, ayam deha dhriyate puta panjaraha tanuna antar nivishtena. Hmm. 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 Antar nivishtena, tanuna antar nivishtena in the form of the karana sharira inside. Example is mukta ogaha tantuna yata. Now relate this to our Vamadeva Rishi's realization. What was he said? He said same thing, na? Ki for so many life, Shatam Ayasi Puraha. He said hundreds and hundreds of iron made Pura I was bound so far. The Pura is Shariras only. Iron made is the Vasanas. Now what did he do in this last life? Shena Iva Jarasa Niradiyam. I became like Shena, that very strong vulture eagle. I broke open this Panjara and came out. Lo, I am Mukta now. What is the meaning of it? He has dissolved all his vasanas. Thereby, no chance of birth of Shariras. Thus, the Jiva merged in his Swarupa Atmanamurti. That is a moksha. Now, one thing, whenever we talk this topic, we'll discuss again and again is what? Because of living life as Sharira Mana for millions of lives, this alone is real. Without Sharira as the pure self, we can't live. There is a tentativeness, there is a vagueness, there is doubt. ऐसा ही रहता है for a long period of time till the Atma Jnana becomes stronger. Always remember the same example. Because of its life of living like a river, The river, right from the beginning, maintaining that individuality, imagines that when I dissolve, I may not exist. True, it will not exist as a limited and named and formed river, but it becomes infinite ocean. As a river, it lost its identity, but not became oblivion or zero. It has become ocean. If you can feel that example, in the same way, limited by these upadhis, now we are living life. We live, but not limited to any upadhi. We discover our infinite essential self. Remember, I am pure existence, such existence which can never become non existent. Why fear? I am pure consciousness, such consciousness which never becomes jada. Why fear? I am that infinite self which can never becomes limited. Why fear? I am that continuous, eternal, unconditional bliss. Where is the fear of becoming miserable? The pure self की बात हो रही है. Okay, so after this much is said, finally, what is the conclusion? Vasanas are the ones which make the Deha Pinjara in which you and I, the Jivas, get bound. Therefore, Vasana Kshaya is the purpose. That is through the Antakarana Shuddhi achieved through various Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. Then, other side, the Jignasa of I want to know the self and become liberated. Now he takes up the topic of the vasanas are of two types. Okay, vasana dvividha prokta. Two types are the vasanas. What is said in the yoga as two types of vrittis, klishtaha, aklishtaha. है कि नहीं? वृत्तयः पंचतयः क्लिष्टा अक्लिष्टाः. What are the five vrittis? Pramana, Vikarya, Vikalpa, Nidra, Smriti. These five can be influenced by the klishtas, that is kleshas. What is that? अविद्या अस्मिता राग द्वेष विनिवेश. इनके बिना भी वो वृत्तियां हो सकते हैं. वो अक्लेश वाले वृत्तियां. तो क्लेश वृत्ति बाइंड अस, अक्लिष्ट वृत्ति हेल्प अस. Here also vasana dvidha prokta. This is what Tulsidas ji also says while explaining the Maya. Vidya. Maya ko Vidya Maya, Avidya Maya, he says. The Avidya Maya binds us, Vidya Maya helps us in liberation. Same in Mundaka Upanishad said as Paravidya, Aparavidya. Aparavidya binds us, Paravidya gives us moksha. In Gita, Ksharakshara Purusha binding, Uttama Purusha liberating. 15th chapter. 13th chapter, Kshetra and Prakriti binding, Kshetrajna and Purusha is liberated. In Yoga Darshanam, the Drushya binding when we identify the Druk Swarupa Drashta liberation. In 7th chapter, Parapara Prakriti and Purusha. 7th chapter also. Same place. Here it is called as two types are the Vasanas. What are they? Vasana Dvida Prokta, Shuddha cha Malina Tata. Shuddha Vasanas and Malina Vasanas. There are two types of Vasanas. Not difficult to understand. Malina Janmanaha Hetu. All the Malina Vasanas are the cause for again and again giving us Janma means entry into the Upadhis, conditioned by them suffer. देखो उपाधि वासना शरीर आदि उपाधि से conditioning and suffering is say I now am a jiva in this body. Neither I can leave this body and go by my choice, nor I can fully feel the freedom joy by being in the body because it is limited, it is conditioned, it is diseased. There's a fear of old age, there's a fear of death in it, there's a comparison with others. One day it has become thin, another thick. अब देखो कितना दुख है मुझे जीव को इस वासना के कारण उत्पन्न शरीर में आकर बंधन में आकर. So malina vasanas are cause for janma. तो शुद्धा जो मलिना तथा मलिना जन्मनः हेतुः शुद्धा वासना जन्म विनाशिनी. The pure vasanas are the removers of the janmas. They take us beyond the janma varana samsara. Okay. Malina vasana is explained here. Ki ajnana sughanakara. So for any rains to come, the ghana is required. Badal. So the ajnana is the sughana, the badal. Then ghana ahankara shalini. Then, when these vasanas reign, they give the Shalini the whole crop. What is the crop? The crop of Ahankara. Shalini Punarjanma Kari. Because of this, the Punarjanma into the Deha happens. Prokta Malina Vasana Udaihi. The wise people this way talk. The Malina Vasanas become cause of Punarjanma. The base of Ajnana, from that the Ahankara, then the Dehadi Pravesha. Because of Vasanas, because of the Ajnana, the Vasanas are created. The Vasanas in turn project the Ahankara in me, with which I identify, forgetting my real self, get caught up in the Pinjara created by the Vasanas. सो the वासना एक तरफ अहंकार निर्माण करता है, दूसरी तरफ शरीरों का निर्माण करके उस शरीर में इस अहंकार को फंसाता है. All of that is because of avidya ajnana. When they have the vidya, avidya gone, so jiva ahankara will not be there, deha tadatmya and subsequent samsara will not be there. So देखो भैया, good that we studied other Upanishads and Shastras before it, that I am able to quote all of them, make the subject repeated and easily graspable. We are able to do it. So the Malina Vasanas are the ones which are from the ignorance, strengthen ignorance, then create and strengthen the ego, become cause for lot of shariras. In that sharira, I, the ego, the jiva, get bound. Here ahankara and jiva. So, Ajnana Ghana Sughanakara, Ghana Ahankara Shalini. Shalini means crop. The strong ego is the crop created out of this Vasana Rupi rain. Punarjanmakari. So, you are forced to enter into the Janma, that means into any of the Deha according to Vasanas. Prokta Malina Vasana Budaihi. Okay. Then, what about Shuddha Vasanas, the not Malina? Punarjanma Ankuram Tyaktva. The Shuddha Vasanas, the more we gain them, then what can be the Shuddha Vasanas? Aham Brahmasmi, this knowledge. Aham Devasmi, this knowledge. These are the Vasanas. They are the ones what they do? Punarjanma Ankuram Tyaktva. अंकुर होता है, उसी से ही बीज होता है ना, बीज से ही वो जो अंकुर होता है. सो पुनर्जन्म का अंकुर का कारण जो भी बीज का भर्जन कर देते हैं, these are शुद्ध वासना. So शुद्ध वासना is the ज्ञानम about आत्म तत्व which we gain. So पुनर्जन्म अंकुरम त्यक्त्वा स्थिता संभृष्ट बीजवत. In that last life, like संभृष्ट बीज is roasted seed. Only for 5 seconds you put the seed on the pan and remove. Remember, shape of the seed will be same, size will be same. The nutritious values of it will remain all the same. Only difference is it has no sprouting ability in it. Bharjit ho gaya beej. In the same way, the Shuddha Vasanas dry away the entire Punarjanma causing Vasana, and that last Janma will be there till it falls like Bharjita Bija, having no opportunity, no chance for the creation of the crop of either new Vasanas or the new Dehas. शुद्ध वासनाएं इसलिए डेवलप करते जाना. सो पुनर्जन्मांकुरम त्यक्त्वा स्थिता संपृष्ट बीजवत देहार्थम ध्रियते. Only for the deha maintenance, those vasanas will be there. Till with deha, that also goes away. Those causes also. Jnatagneyaha. Jnatagneyaha means what? This is for whom? Shuddha iti cha uchyate. When the Shuddha vasanas are there, which are called Jnatagneyaha. Jneya means the thing to be known. Jnata means known. So when the thing to be known, the self is known, in the sense the knowledge of the self is strengthened, which has become our samskara, that slowly burns away the malina samskara, which were cause for punarjanmas. That is what is said here. Then apunarjanma karani जीवन मुक्तेषु देहिषु वासना विद्यते शुद्धा देहे चक्र इव ब्रह्म. So शुद्धा वासना जीवन मुक्तेषु देहिषु अपुनर्म जन्म करणी. So those by recognizing the self they become jivan mukta. In them the what do you say the shuddha vasanas leading one to Jivan Mukti, lead to the Apunarjanma. No more again and again Janma Marana Bandhana. Therefore, ye Shuddha Vasanaha Bhuyaha na Janmanartha Bhajanam Jnatagneyaha te Uchyante Jivan Mukta Mahadiyaha. Therefore, te Uchyante Mahadiyaha Jivan Muktaha. They are called as the highly evolved Jivan Muktas. Who are they? Shuddha Vasanaha Bhuyaha na Janmanartha Bhajanam. So they have developed Shuddha Vasana so much which have burnt away the Janma Karana Ashuddha Vasanas. They are technically called here as Jnata Gneyaha. Again and again this word comes throughout the text. Jnata Gneya means जिसको जानना है उसको जान चुके हैं वो लोग. जो ज्ञेय है उसके ज्ञाता. Knower of the thing to be known. What is the thing to be known? Self only. So when the self is known to such Jivan Mukta, the Shuddha Vasanas en route have totally burnt the Ashuddha Vasanas which were the Hetu for Punarjanma. Therefore, Moksha from Janma Marana Samsara and also the Ananda Prapti because the self is of the nature of Anantata and Anandata and with that self they have identified because they are Jnata Gneyaha. So, having this way given sadhana, these are the 15 shlokas which are the base substratum for the entire 32,000 श्लोकास. यही चीज का अनेक अनेक दृष्टांतों से हमको बार बार रिपीट किया जाएगा. लाइक इन गीता ऑल्सो नारायण from the 11th shloka up to 29th 30 what is talked about, okay, the Shuddhatma Tattva, then Jiva Tattva, then the Dehadi Tadatmya, and in that the nature of this Atma Vastu explained, the nature of the Jiva going through Janma Marana is explained, and the nature of the Deha that it will be subject to destruction that is explained. This is what in the first 18 mantras of Gita, second chapter, 18 mantras. Sarva Moksha Jnana is given. From Ashochananvashocastam Prajnavadan Shabashase Gatasu Nagatasu Janan Pandita. Then the Pandai starts telling Natveva Aham Jatunasam Natvam Nimijanadipa Nachaiva Nabhavishyam Sarveva Vatavaram. It goes on and goes on. So in between Nainam Chindanti Shastrani, all of them come, and also these slokas that if you win you will become successful, enjoy the kingdom. If you die you go to Swarga. Who is the one that Jiva Bhava explained? Then Jatasi Dhruva Mrityu Dhruvam Janamurtasya cha, that is for the Deha. So all of them what are said alone is in the throughout Gita elaborately explained. But we have to have such a high level of medas to be able to remember the first bullet points or the headings, and then these headings or titles alone are explained, we should know. Like second skandha, the sadhana skandha. What is said in Bhagavatam alone is said in the remaining 10 skandhas of Sarga, Visarga, Sthanam, Poshanam, Muti, Manvantara, Ishanukata, ityadi. Like in Taittiriya also, what is said in the Sutra Vakya, Brahmavidapnod Param, Tadeshabhyukta Satyam Jnanavantam, is not that the one explained in the entire Upanishad further. Here also, the basics in the beginning only, our Valmiki ji gave us, gave the Bharadwaja ji, of which the elaboration is the entire thing. So the few words that are to be remembered by us, the meaning is Bandham, Moksham, Atma Tattva Jnana and its Anveshana. For that, the help of Shastra, most importantly Chitta and the Chitta Vasanas as the Bija, Ajnana. So these few words, when we clearly understand, are able to relate with them. And which we have said in all our Shastras. Atma Jnana Mukti Hetu. When the Atma Jnana is not there, Ajnana is there. From the Ajnana, the other side of it is Vasanas. From the Vasanas, the Chitta comes. In the Chitta, according to the three gunas of the Vasanas, the Sankalpas come. The Sankalpas make us do the Karma. Karma being cause for the Karma Phala. For the Karma Phala, we are given the Deha Pinjara again and again. Janma Marana. And what was said in the beginning is Smaranam, Punasmaranam, Apunasmaranam. So we are only in the smriti of the Jagat as real, and Jagat I have to possess it, and then I'll be Sukhi. ये चीज़ों का स्मरण हो रहा है. There is something substratum beyond all this that alone is real, and that all this is projected. All that तत्व ज्ञान स्मरण नहीं हो रहा. For a common samsari, you and I are given that knowledge. When we do this smarana of this jnanam, that becomes stronger and stronger. This is called as Shuddha Vasana, what is said here. That slowly loosens the Ashuddha Vasanas. By that, the Janma Marana Chakra slowly from the gear number or 5 to 3 to 4 to 3 to 1, when you make the gadi and slowly apply brake, how it from the 120 speed to 80, 40, 20 आकर रुक जाता है. So too, the Janma Marana cycle रुक जाता है. We experience ourselves. Having said this, now Valmiki ji starts. Rama Vasishtha Samvada. Before that, the Rama Katha. अभी वशिष्ठ जी थोड़ा बाद में आएंगे. So here onwards, what we are going to see study is Sri Rama, having finished his Vidya Abhyasa, comes back home, relaxedly enjoying for few days. One day he just feels, goes and asks father, I am having Sankalpa to go for Tirtha Yatra. And he says, this is my first desire, I never asked you anything. And you are the fulfiller of desires of all common people also. I am the common only, your son. Then consulting Vasishtha ji, our Dasharatha ji allows. Then this whole chapter talks about which are the places Bhagwan Rama went for Tirtha Yatra. अब सब देख कर आने के बाद then in him the Purna Vairagya happens. Seeing that as the basis, Vasishtha ji gives the Moksha Jnanam. That's how, in this way, slowly, steadily, shloka by shloka, we revel. Some places we'll be able to connect, some places we will not be, some places we may go to the deep understanding, some places may be superficial. How does it matter? We are studying Shastra. We have our Guru's Krupa. They know what to reveal to us. We will stick to our being regular and sincere. Okay? कल के दिन जब आएंगे, we will see that रामचंद्र भगवान्'s तीर्थ यात्रा. तो आई थॉट ऑफ डूइंग वन चैप्टर इन 2 days, कभी 3 छोटा बड़ा. अब देखो जैसा ना चलेगा वैसा चलने. आई एम नॉट मेकिंग एनी पाबंदी कि इतने में खत्म हो जाए वगैरह करके. जैसा होगा ईश्वर इच्छा. थैंक यू. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदम पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री वशिष्ठ भगवान की जय. श्री वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय. सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. नारायण. ॐ न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमो विद्युतो भान्ति तमेव भान्तु तस्य भासा नारायण मंगलगुरुदेव ब्रह्मलोकादेवी दासरता सीतन्वराम. बोल श्री सिया रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. वशिष्ठ भगवान की जय. वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय. योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण मोक्ष शास्त्र की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापकगण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. बालक राम भगवान की. बालक राम जी आकर 9 दिन हो गए. हमारा भी ये क्लास स्टार्ट होकर 9 दिन होगा, है ना. इज प्राण प्रतिष्ठा जिस दिन हुआ, we also started our text same day. Therefore, it goes on same number of days. If our text is 234 days, that means रामलला का 234 दिन हो गए. है कि नहीं. राम राम. Thank you for your patient listening, dear friends. I really appreciate that thing in you. In spite of so much of things to be done around, again pulling the mind away from them, focusing towards this Shastra Jnana, not an ordinary feat, I know it. Even myself, when I go out here and there, with that mind became Rajoguni, carrying those impressions fresh, taking the Shastra and studying and talking, how difficult it is, I know it. So that way you fully deserve all congrats, appreciations, prayers that the Lord keeps us that way together in this path of pursuit of excellence. And in this very life, we touch the glimpse of it. May the Lord, in all forms, may the Guru Parampara, Guru Tattva in all Guru Rupa, bless us so that all the obstacles go away, all the capacities, abilities come. Quickly the sadhana is done, and we have the touching and experience of the truth, the reality. Very soon in this very Janma. Thank you all. Amma. Mm. Mm. Yes.